For me, that's enough for me to say, do you know what, I want to get involved with that. I already had faith in the zone. We've clearly broken structure to the sell side. So for me, I'm getting involved. And it was just a case of waiting for that pattern to occur, entering and then holding. And we took a lovely 5R off that. Welcome back, team, to another trade catch-up and summary. Today I'm going to talk you through this fantastic Monday we had. We did about 2.5% today, which for a Monday is pretty impressive. I set myself a target about 3 to 5%, so that's kind of half my week's trading done just in a day. So it's almost unheard of. I'm going to talk you through a couple of trades that I took and how I took them and why I took them. And yeah, hope you enjoy. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Obviously, pop a like and a comment below for me. Remember as well, we've got the free Discord that's running at the moment, completely free mentorship. For the time being, it's completely free, so get involved whilst you can, because it's not going to stay free forever. So, Mondays are funny days to trade. They're often the accumulative move of the week, which means prices, you can see here, just kind of chops about. It still gives us some really good opportunities, but you have to trade it in the right way, which means taking short positions, as in not literally short positions, but taking your positions shorter than usual. They're not positions like you can see here where you're going to be holding them for days. They're going to be positions that you're going to be taking. You're going to be taking your profits quickly, and you're going to be coming out of them at the end of the day. Now, I was already short in Bitcoin here, as you can see, and I had a target set on Bitcoin, I think at this area here, which we didn't quite meet last week. It didn't tag in, but as you can see, it's comfortably taken that out. That's kind of completed my last week positions of Bitcoin. And then I saw this really nice position appearing about 1 o'clock, so New York open time. Really simple trade, really. You've got this big impulsive move down with all the elements that we want to see. Okay, first things first, we've had a raid on the highs to the left. Okay, that indicates to us that we are, creating some sort of manipulation. Big old push down then, which leaves shitloads of imbalance there, look, really. Okay, loads and loads of imbalance in there, which needs to be filled. And then as price returned to this area, a lovely kind of, when price impulsively moves down and then correctively moves back up, that showed us that the strong money is with the buyers. The buyers are finding it really easy to push the price down. The strong money's with the sellers. The sellers are finding it really easy for price to move down, and the buyers are struggling to get back up. And then really I just waited for a bit of a rejection. Now, I didn't get an entry to the point where I looked for kind of a break and retest in this area. I actually took this as a bit of a risk entry, and one of the entries that I'm playing around with at the moment is in key times in the day, so New York open, London open. If you get price returning to a really clean zone like this, clearing out this imbalance and then rejecting comfortably, you can see you had this big push up, then you had this kind of hesitation candle, and then a big candle closed down. For me, that's enough for me to say, do you know what, I want to get involved with that. I already had faith in the zone. We've clearly broken structure to the sell side. So for me, I'm getting involved. And it was just a case of waiting for that pattern to occur, entering and then holding, and we took a lovely 5R off that. So that was a really nice trade to start the week off. We're looking for some buys now, and I'll update you with those kind of as they come. I also took a really, really good trade. I'm really happy with this one on pound dollar. So not as simple of an entry, okay? I'll talk you through my thought process. So we had this supply zone here, okay, which is clearly been tagged. We didn't get the 50%. You can see I've got an alert there for the entry. Okay, that was kind of 50% of the zone. We didn't quite get that zone. And I was very conscious that we had this area here within the Asian range that, I wanted to have some kind of reaction from. The initiation of the move here had created a breaker structure. Admittedly, it wasn't a close below, but it did give us some indication that price is pushing down. And then around the kind of London open time in the marketplace, where we expect to see these false moves and then a push down in the trend's direction, we had very, very similar to what we just discussed on Bitcoin. This kind of corrective nature, that's probably some sort of distribution on a lower time frame. If you drop down to the minute time frame, yeah, you can see some kind of 1, 2, 3 pushes, then a push down. For me, what I saw was a rejection from this zone. Now, it was a high risk trade. Okay, I only took a half position on it, but as soon as I got this kind of rejection pattern where I'm seeing, down candles coming into the marketplace, failure to break new highs. What could have happened obviously is we could have pushed up higher and then we could have retraced into it, but I was happy to take the risk, if I'm honest. I was happy to lose a trade so I could catch it, and as you can see, it moved really, really nicely, and that gave us a 6R. So it's been a fantastic day. Really, really simple trading. Just, you know, price is so heavily bearish on these pairs at the moment. It's so simple to get into these moves, and they just keep reoccurring over and over again. So yeah, really, really great. This trade on GU was just a really simple retest of the supply. You know, we would have loved a better close below than that, you know, a cleaner breaker structure, but everything was so heavily bearish. There were other pairs like EU was heavily bearish today as well. You know, where was that? That was the same sort of time this morning. So this was already showing us it was going down, so I used that as compliments. There could have been more compliments on this trade, but sometimes, you know, you've got to use your judgment in trading and make sure that you are, you know, you're not being too strict. For me, it met my rules. We did have a clear downtrend and we had a rejection within that zone, so for me that was enough for me to enter. I only entered a half position on the basis that if we did do something like this, which is a push down and a retest, I would have taken a second position. You know, if I'm taking slightly riskier moves, I will be a little bit more cautious with them, and I wouldn't maybe only put a half position on. So thank you for tuning in again, guys. I hope you're enjoying the content. If you want to improve your results in your trading and 10 times your profits, then click on this video here. The video is going to give you a summary of exactly what I'm looking for in my trading and how I get consistent profits week in, week out.